What happens when you take a beautifully remade Kanto experience and a Gen 5 concept that not too many people enjoyed and fuse them together? You get Pokemon Infinite Fusion, an awesome Pokemon fan game that not only enhances the Kanto experience, but also allows you to fuse Pokemon together, making some awesome fusions and some that make me want to become a Zubat because they have no eyes so they can't see these monstrosities. And since it's his home region, I'll be playing as Ash Ketchum and only using Pokemon he'd used before. Along with that, there will be no healing items during battle, set mode only, and only leveling up to the gym leader's strongest Pokemon. Let me know in the comments your favorite Pokemon fusion and other fan games that I should try out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Let's see if we can hit 50 likes, because if we do, we'll take on the post game that includes the enhanced version of the Johto region. With that, can Ash Ketchum beat Pokemon Infinite Fusion? Let's find out. I name our character and our rival Gary for obvious reasons. Then we get a little The Future Is Now Thanks to Science ad talking about the new DNA splicers. We head to Professor Oak's lab and grab ourselves a Pikachu as a starter, and Gary challenges us to a battle. And why does he have this feral grizzly bear on steroids? So obviously we lost. Gary gloats about his victory and heads off, and Oak makes us do his usual Pokemon errand, giving us a Pokédex and some Pokeballs. We go on a quick catching spree, catching a Mankey, a Pidgey, a Hoot, and then fuse them all up, making a Hookie and a Pikaki. We also catch a Caterpie as well. We face Gary once more, and we get some nice revenge with Pikaki thundershocking his Nidogi and low kicking his roided out Grizzly. We eventually run into the gym leader Brock, who invites us to battle him at the Pewter City Gym. We rush on over and we discover a secret garden that we can catch a Mime Jr. at. Once we get to the gym, we choose 2 Pokemon to fight, and Brock rocks us mainly because we were a little underleveled. However, in round 2, we start with pure Mankey that karate chops through his GOG until she's squeezed to death by his Digix bind attack. Hookie swiftly dodges a Rock Tomb and then wraps it up with a confusion, beating Digix and securing our first gym badge. We head towards Mount Moon and fuse Mime Jr. Caterpie, which eventually evolved into Mime Free. We learn Team Rocket's running rampant in Mount Moon, so Brock gives us Rock Smash so we can smash our way through some rocks and kick Team Rocket out of there. We find them working on some machine, and they pit some random science fossil collector at us. He brings out Koffmore that looks like it's in so much pain, so we get Hookie to take it out with a confusion. After the battle, Team Rocket tries their machine, but it overheats and breaks. With that failed test run and their boss angry, they retreat. Once we get in Cerulean City, we train up some. Mime Jr. evolves into Mr. Mime, and then we refuse with our Butterfree, making Mr. Free. Gary shows up for another rival battle, so Mr. Free cleans up his Nidoto and his Manatata, but is bare licked out of battle along with Pikaki that's Fury Swipe, all because I keep showing up in these battles underleveled. Hookie comes out, surviving a crit feint attack, returning with a crit gust and a quick attack, beating Death Bear. Then his poor Abra comes out, lays its life down for our victory. Then our Hookie evolves into a Hatoto as well. I defuse them so that Hoot can evolve into Noctowl and refuse them to become... Well, let's try that again, shall we? They refuse into Noctoto. With that, we battle our way to Bill's house, help him out with his fusion's troubles, and we are rewarded an SS ticket. Now it's time to face the Cerulean gym leader, Misty. Her Jigglypuff gets fried by Pikaki's Electro Ball, then Oddu is blown away by our Gus, winning us our second gym badge. With the second badge in hand, we run down to Vermilion City and fish up our next team member, Krabby. We go and explore the SS Anne and disturb the passengers with Pokemon battles, then find the captain's key. But before we can see the captain, Gary appears once more. However, for him, we came in fully leveled and prepared, with Mr. Free absolutely running through his whole team. With the Gary out of the way, we can finally talk to the captain, cure him of his sickness, and he rewards us with the HM cut. Mankey evolves into Primate, and we refuse to make Pika Ape. Then I inverse Mr. Freeze fusion, making Buttermine. Now all we have to do is face the third gym leader, Lieutenant Surge. After we get stuck in one of the most annoying gym puzzles ever made, Noctoto faces his Voltbee PK comes in for some serious revenge, breaking both Voltbee and Piccolette.
You done fucked up now!
5 minutes later.
It's super low and we're all depending on Buttermine, who barely survives a Thunder Punch but blows Rybuzz away with Silverwind, winning us our 3rd gym battle by our bare teeth. We cut our way through Route 9 and totally not get lost in Rock Tunnel, finally arriving at Lavender Town. We head into the Pokemon Tower where we face Gary once more, and once more he's thoroughly beaten by Mr. Freeze. We see Team Rocket harassing some old man, taking him upstairs. However, we can't follow because according to Gary, there are a bunch of ghosts up there and we can't stop ghosts. He recommends we go to Celadon City where there are a lot of Team Rocket members hanging around. Before we do that, we grab a Growlithe, and you're probably wondering why, since Ash never owned one. Well, it's all for a quick trade for our next team member, Bulbasaur. We train up Krabby and Bulbasaur, then fuse them up to make Ivysaur. Once we're in Celadon City, we see Gary beating up some Team Rocket members and they escape deeper into the sewers. He tells us that the old man's name is Mr. Fuji and goes to heal up his Pokemon. Before heading down into the sewers, Gym Leader Erica comes by, lending a helping hand to flush out Team Rocket. While we beat up some grunts, we catch our next team member, Grimer. After messing with some water levels and possibly drowning some grunts for the greater good of the Pokemon kind, we're temporarily separated from Erica. When we find her again, she's already been beaten by Team Rocket's boss, Giovanni. He sets his sight on us and wipes the floor with our whole team, especially Hawken, who we couldn't even touch. After some more attempts,
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
we finally realized that maybe it's time to go out and do some training. From the fruits of our training, we get Nocgiot and Beanler. And now it's time for some sweet revenge, with Beanler knocking out both Arnix and Ryrus with Bubble Beam until that annoying Hawken Shadow Balls us to death. Nocgiot storms in with Wing Attack to defeat it, forcing Giovanni and his grunts to retreat. Erica thanks us, we get the Silph Scope, and we find out that Team Rocket's trying to triple fuse the 3 legendary birds apparently. But we can worry about that later, since now it's time for our 4th gym battle against Gym Leader Erica. Nocgiot storms in with Hurricane, tearing her whole team down. What in the Arceus is this? Like, where are its eyes at? Okay, whatever. With that out the way, we get our 4th gym badge. We rush back to the Pokemon Tower, battling our way through the Possessed, a Gengar Marowak fusion, and some Team Rocket grunts to save Mr. Fuji. He tells us that Team Rocket took the prototype of the Master Ball, and he rewards our efforts with a Pokeflute. Before we head out, we grab a Ghastly, then head south to wake up and catch the sleeping Snorlax. On the other side was Gym Leader Koga's daughter, Janine. She thanks us and invites us to visit her in Fuchsia City. We do a quick Muck Snorlax fusion, making Snorlax, then after passing through some revamped routes, we arrived in Fuchsia City. We visit Janine, who gives us the HM Strength, and then we go get some more team members at the Safari Zone. First, we get the HM Strength, then we get a Dratini, Sandile, and a Hey, let's get in the Pokeball now. Oh, come on, man.
3 hours later.
Oh, well, great. Now it's fused with Chansey that has the lowest catch rate ever. I might as well throw the Pokeball, but we'll never get this. Oh, we finally got a Tauros on the team too. I also revisit Route 9 because we can get a Phanpy there and I missed it accidentally. With all that catching done, now it's time for some training, new fusions that will all aid us in our fight against Gym Leader. Oh my goodness, what the hell is that? As I was saying, now it's time to face Gym Leader Koga, where most of his Pokemon couldn't survive in the jaws of our Crook fans' Fire Fangs. But they did eventually whittle us down so that his ace Pokemon, Chanuk, lands the finishing blow with Takedown. I honor battle with my own Muck Fusion, body slamming Chanuk into submission, winning another gym badge. We run off blasting the Team Rocket grunt guarding Saffron City away. We enter Silphco, where Team Rocket has once again run amok, so we deliver some Poke Justice to each floor, saving employees and beating Team Rocket grunts. We're eventually given a Lapras, which I fuse with our Dragonair to make Lapnair. Before we reach Giovanni, Gary comes for another rival battle. He sends out Nidogeot, and Genros comes in to protect our Lapnair, beating Nidogeot with a Shadow Ball. Electrodos comes hydro pumping Generos out of the way. Pika barely survives a hydro pump, but launches back with a quick attack. Starva comes out brutally destroying Nocgeot with Future Sight. Snorlax crushes it with a body slam, but Tauros comes out with some revenge in the form of Zen Headbutt. Pika tries to knock it out with a close combat, but
He fucked up.
leaving Lapnair to wash that Tauros away with Surf. The big bad bear comes in, destroying Lapnair with a crit slash, and now it's all down to none other than Mr. Free. We put it to sleep with Sleep Powder, and then thrash it with Air Slash and Psychic, defeating both it and Gary. Gary heals us up, and in a really cool addition, we both face off against Giovanni. We double up on his Primarino with a Shadow Ball Wing Attack combo. Genkan Sucker Punches Generos, and Virus Shield Cold one-hit KOs his Nidogeot. Lapnair and Electrodos come out with Electrodos ripping Genkan apart with Crunch. However, Sand Queen comes in with the Earth Power on Electrodos, but leaves the field open for Lapnair to drown Ryrus with a Surf. Then Gary's Star Kazam comes out to defeat the Queen with Psychic. Team Rocket retreats once more, but we discovered that they were able to make 3 Master Balls with the Pokeball Maker in Silphco. Gary suggests we go ahead and fight Sabrina, and the president of Silphco rewards us with a choice of one of the Johto starters. And for this, I choose Cyndaquil. So we train up, make some new fusions, and face gym leader Sabrina. Mr. Free comes out with a Sleep Powder on Hitmine, then Quiver dances up to destroy it with Air Slash. Then it proceeds to blast Ezreal's ears with Bug Buzz. Her Ginga Kazam was able to withstand our antics, defeating Mr. Free with a Shadow Ball, which gives us a chance to show off our new fusion, Typhodile, to crunch down on Ginga Kazam. Alabro beats us with a Surf, but Generos gets a quick revenge kill with Shadow Ball, winning us our 6th gym badge. We surf past Route 19 and the much appreciated simplified Seafoam Islands to arrive at Cinnabar Island. We battle through the old Pokemon Mansion, finding Gym Leader Blaine just standing there like a weirdo, and tell him to go do his job. With that, we face him for our 7th gym badge. He starts with a Goom Dash that Generos was able to defeat with a Sludge Bomb. Chardaxdor crunches down on Generos and then burns our newly fused Lapnite just to run away, coward. 9-9 comes out, and with the perfect combination of burn damage, 9-9's attacks, and confusion RNG BS, Lapnite was unfairly defeated. Typhodile comes out swinging, blasting both 9-9 and Magdon with Earthquake. Chardaxdor returns just to be crunched down out of the air in defeat, winning us another gym badge. As we're about to leave, we find some Team Rocket grunts harassing a sailor and eventually stealing his ship to go to Mount Ember for Moltres. We follow them in hot pursuit and find out that they were able to catch all 3 legendary birds. Then they successfully triple fused them all into... I have no idea how to say that word, so I'm gonna just call it King Ghidorah. Each head has its own health bar, each can attack, and each head has roost, so it can heal while the other 2 attack, making this honestly a 1v3 style battle. So obviously with all that, we didn't stand a chance, but we found one main weakness that we can exploit with a new fusion. In round 2, each of our party members are whittled down until it's time for our ace, Typhchew. It resists each head's element and can launch a super powerful discharge attack on it too. Then I remembered, it has the frail body of a Pikachu. Well, 3rd time's the charm. Lapnite comes out launching Surfs until its dying breath, followed by Generos' Surf, and then Typhchew's discharge attacks. Mr. Owl takes down the middle head with a Psychic and then is brutally bolt beamed to death. Buttergeot gets slaughtered on sight without doing much damage, which is great. And then our champion, Snorape, comes in with a powerful close combat, beating the 3rd head. King Ghidorah launches a powerful Thunderbolt, but we tank through it and Giga Impact the final head, defeating it. And I think that victory is worth a like on this video and a subscribe for the channel too. 3 birds unfused, Giovanni goes away to reflect on his L in his hideout, and Team Rocket retreats. With the day saved, we head on to the final gym and face none other than gym leader Giovanni. And for the final gym leader, he was the easiest. Snorri beats Rhypherus with the low kick, Generos washes away Electro and Go-Champ with Surf, leaving Venufan to pedal dance its way through Rylax and Glissatar. This defeat forces Giovanni to disband Team Rocket and dedicate his life to studying Pokemon, which is fine and all, but you attacked trainers, kidnapped people and Pokemon, and took over a whole city twice. You should be in jail. With common logic thrown out to the window, we have our final gym badge and we can face the Elite Four. On Route 22, Gary appears once again for another battle. Neo Geot gets psychically thrashed by Generos, and our new fusion Snorodile simply runs through the rest of his team with a Crunch and Earthquake. We go through Victory Road and finally arrive at the Pokemon League. Our final team is Pika-8, Butter Geot, Snorodile, Lapnite, Generos, and our newest fusion, Venulosian. The first Elite Four member we face is Lorelei. She starts with Mad Gone and easily tanks our Pika-8's Wild Charge and burns us to a crisp with Flamethrower. Snorodile powers through with the Earthquake, then her Gin Growth drains its life with Draining Kiss. Venulosian explodes out into battle, flamethrowing Gin Growth, Werus, and Mabro, then wrapping this all up with Energy Balls on Tintester. 1 down, 3 more to go. Next up is Bruno. Mavir easily tanks through Generos' Psychic, returning with a Discharge. Then once more, Venulosian explodes into battle and takes out Bruno's team without breaking too much of a sweat. 2 down and 2 more to go with Agatha up next. She starts off with a Miss Mabbit that Snorodile takes a big crunch out of, followed by her Wapgar, and we almost take out Gangdoom, but it cooks our Snorodile with Inferno. Lapnite punishes it with an Aqua Tail and tears through her Umbertur with a Dragon Claw. Her final Pokemon, Snorgar, Shadow Punches Lapnite out. I bring out the star of these Elite Four battles, Venulosian, and with a lengthy back and forth, we finally defeat Snorgar with some Leech Seed damage. 3 members down, 1 more to go. We face the final and leader Elite Four, Dragon Master Lance. He starts with Dragonidos that couldn't stand to Snorodile's Dragon Claw. Tokenite descends in, blasting Snorodile with Moonblast. Buttergeot comes out just to die. Then Generos launches a series of Sludge Bombs against Tokenite's Outrage, resulting in a double knockout. Our own Dragonite fusion comes in, and after a quick Dragon Dance, Lapnite wrecks the rest of Lance's team with Dragon Claw, defeating the final Elite Four member. Obviously, we aren't the champion yet because we have to beat the current champion, Gary, who passed us during Victory Road because it was very confusing getting through there. And this battle had a lot of RNG Poke BS. Okay, we got the Dragon Dance off. We should outspeed.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Okay, so one double team setup shouldn't mean too much, right?
The fuck?
A few moments later.
Another one.
Come on, it was one double team. Why are you missing like this? This makes no sense. Okay, Lapnite's running through the team. It looks like we just might...
Well, shit.
Okay, that sucked, but Venulosian should be able to...
What the fuck?
Okay, let's see if we can get it this time. Nino Geot comes out to face Pika-Ape, and while we do a good hit with Wild Charge, it Earthquakes Pika-Ape out. Lapnite comes out with an Ice Punch, but Gary switches into his Tartor, lowering our attack with Intimidate. We respond by switching into Snorodile, who has its own Intimidate, so that we can tank through Giga Impact. Then we come in with a sharp Crunch attack, knocking it out. The Big Bag Bear comes out, so we switch into Generos so its attacks doesn't affect us. We poison it right quick, forcing it to use Rest, then switch into Neo Geot. He proceeds to heal spam his Neo Geot, and now I know how that feels. And then when he finally runs out, we blast him with a Hyper Beam. Ride Mortar comes out with a Stone Edge, taking out Generos. Luckily, that allows Lapnite to set up with Dragon Dance, knocking both the Ride Mortar and the Sleeping Bear out with Dragon Claw. Electrodos comes taking our Dragon Claw, then paralyzing us with Thunder Punch. Then comes in with a second Thunder Punch, defeating Lapnite. Snorodile comes out to tank a Waterfall and then beats it with Earthquake. And now his final Pokemon emerges, Star Kazam. It washes away Snorodile with Surf, followed by Buttergeot after tanking a Bug Buzz. And now it's up to the Pokemon fusion that's really been leading our team in this Elite Four challenge. Venulosian. Star Kazam uses a powerful Psychic, but it wasn't enough, and Venuslosion comes to end this with an explosive Energy Ball. defeating Gary and crowning us the new champion of Kanto. With our team registered, Ash Ketchum has officially beat Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it out, and subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 50 likes, because if we do, we'll tackle the post game with a newly enhanced version of the Johto region. Comment down any other fan games that I should check out and your favorite Pokemon fusion. While you're here, check out how Champion Cynthia became the champion of Pokemon Scarlet by clicking this video right here. You won't regret it. With that, this is Star Gaming, and I'll see you in the next adventure.